Well, highs and hellos and highs. Couple of things. Firstly, this is going to be another part of my training philosophy. I'm about to change it up a little bit. And then secondly, this a very thoughtful friend gave to me for my birthday, along with the Dr. Seuss It's Your Birthday book. And this says, "You're awesome, keep that ish up." And that's true for everyone, so cheers to that and thank that person very much. Okay, so you can see clearly that I'm not sitting, in fact I'm kneeling on the floor because I am going to switch it up just a little bit just to demonstrate a couple of things. And so my training philosophy is this: I don't have a program. And now I used to, I guess I kind of do, but my program is pretty unconventional, I guess you could say, because like I said before, I like to try to listen to my body. So I will have a tentative idea. I will know the muscle group, for example. If I'm going to work out, I'll know the muscle group that I want to work out. But I won't have a specific exercise that I'm going to do, right? Boy, that was emphatic, wasn't it? What I mean by that is this. If I'm going to do legs, and you need to think of some of the compound exercises, squats, deadlifts, I will go in there and say, I'm going to work out my legs, so I need these compound exercises. But if I get in there and I go to do deadlifts or something, and my body says, whoa, you pump the brakes, I listen, and I will find an alternative exercise to do. That's what I mean. So, I'm all like, blah, 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 blah. So, what I'm trying to say is this. I believe, like for me, working out is something that I do to feel good. If I don't work out on a regular basis, if I'm not active on a regular basis, I start to feel crummy, and I don't like to feel crummy. So, I have to sort of work out. I also love the neurohormone brain bath from like a run, or I love to feel sore when I damage my muscles and they're rebuilding. I love it. I love that feeling. I love the feeling of using my body. Okay, wow. That might have got weird, but I do. Okay, so one of the mainstays, one of the things that I think if I had to choose any way to stay muscular, if I had to pick just one type of strength training to do, I would pick calisthenics. All of the body weight exercises, because for me, those are effective. And the best part, I think, about them is you can do so many things to keep them challenging that you don't ever have to run out of ideas. I'm not a bodybuilder, so I don't need to have the weights. I work out so that I feel good. Now, I love weights. Don't get me wrong. I love lifting weights. I love that. The power, oh God, the whole thing, the power of lifting heavy, the feeling of the weights on your shoulders, or lifting 200 pounds deadlift, or whatever it is. I love that. However, the one thing I will say about that is you have to have weights, you have to have a place to lift them, and that's not always possible, especially now with COVID. So this is my jam right now. No offense. Ooh, boy, that got weirder. But like, I'm a big fan of calisthenics because in my opinion, I can do them anywhere. I could do them in the motel parking lot at 3 a.m. I can do them in my bathroom. I can do them in the kitchen while I'm washing dishes. Hi, Bumblebee. I can do them anywhere, right? I don't even need equipment. I just need me. Hell, I can do one-legged calisthenics if my other leg is broke. You know what I mean, right? So that is a big part of my strength training fitness lifestyle. It is. All right, so as an example, I'll tell you some of the things that are mainstays in my workout. Running, that's not a calisthenics. That's cardio. That's my jam for cardio, but walking too. But first, I guess you kind of got to see what I'm working with, right? So I just got this new bikini and I wanted to totes show it off. Yeah, cute, right? Thanks, Amazon. But you can see that I'm pretty lean. I have pretty good muscle composition. Very little body fat. Most of my body fat, of course, is down in my hips and my butt. And then, obviously. Now, so yeah, that's what I'm working with. This bikini is still a little loose. Anyway, so as an example, I figured what I'd do is demonstrate a few of the things that are mainstays and why they're mainstays. Now, I haven't been to a gym in probably 6 months, especially since COVID happened, but I have a squat cage here. I got it for $50 from a coworker. Amazing deal. I've got various bands. I think all the way from 40 down to like 20 pounds or 15 pounds. I've got a few sets of dumbbells, and I have a step. But most of all, I have a treadmill. I have my body. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty active anyway. I do a lot of flexing. I do muscle fetish videos. I do a lot of flexing. But that's an aside. That's just flexing. Even though it is a workout, trust me, it is. So my mainstays is an example. Squats, body weight squats. I'll demonstrate a few. Now sometimes I go wide. As an example. Right? I'll demonstrate. Or jump squats, right? So here's one. Right? Go out. And the thing about body weight squats is, again, or calisthenics in general, is again, is you can do so many things to keep your body challenged. Lunges is another one. I'll demonstrate. Just you can do this type, or alternate walking lunges, step ups. You can even do box jumps. Like that. Few examples, squat-based activity. Okay, the second thing that's a mainstay is kind of a combination about push-ups. Push-ups! Okay, now this, I'm going to say, hey Mr. Bean, push-ups are a wonderful exercise because you can do so many things with them, I think. And it doesn't matter your strength level because you will quickly progress if you just do them. And I'll get to how I incorporate this into my lifestyle, I guess, after I demonstrate. But I'm just talking. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that push-ups, the best part about them is they're sort of like a combination exercise, right? Because you get into a plank position and then you do repetitive agonist-antagonist motion. So, and the best part about push-ups, I'm trying to get this right, the best part about push-ups is you can do them in so many ways to target different muscles. As an example, I'll start like this. So proper push-up position, it stopped. Proper push-up position, you always want to have good form. Right? Everything neutral, head in line, body stiff, firm, you can go wide, you can do all kinds of ways. Okay. And here's what I mean when I say that you can do so many variations. And most people already know this, but this is why I like them. for example, wide push-ups. Position, right? Bring it in. Add more. And then you can even do diamond. Right? Now, a benefit to these, and I know a lot of people are like, I can't even do 3 push-ups. It doesn't matter, because the best part about these, I think, is the fact that if you can only do 3 push-ups, say you can only do 1, is you do, say, your 3 push-ups, right? 1, 2, 3. And you're tired. Your muscles give out. You can go down onto your knees. You can adjust your hand-arm position. Say you started out wide, burned out. Bring him in. Change up the hand position. Change your arm position. And then you can do more. Maybe you only get to 5. Oh darn, I'm tired. Oh, here. This is the best part about push-ups. You can continue to do the exercise even though you can be fatigued, and I promise you, you will progress quickly. Because the best part about push-ups is you can stimulate the muscles in so many different ways. Grip position, hand position. And another benefit to it is you are already in a plank position, right? And that leads me on to plank. Big fan of plank. I'm a big fan of functional strength, I guess. I don't care if somebody can squat 600 pounds, but can they carry 50 pounds up a set of stairs? Functional strength. What is going to help you in life? And those types of exercises, push-ups, jump squats, things where you're, that was weird. Things where you're engaging multiple muscle groups and doing, what is the word? Functional things. Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Plank, while it doesn't necessarily, you're not doing something functional, it's engaging multiple muscle groups. Now, another part about plank is you can do a lot of different styles. A lot of different styles. You can come up on your hands in a push-up position. You can work on balance. Easy, like that. There's a lot of different things you can do in these positions with just your body. So I'm a big fan of that. And one more push-up. And I have no idea how this looks on camera, but I'm going to do it. I learned it as a Japanese style push-up. I think it's not that. It's like a pike or something. I don't know. But this is it. Like that. You can even do basically the push-up style of jump squat, right? Clap push-ups, or even just come up off the ground. I'll show you that. If you can't clap, like that. Those are some mainstays in my world. Okay, I just recorded the last bit of my video, and then it wasn't recording. I don't know why. Okay, so all of that being said, there's one thing we haven't mentioned yet, and that is the posterior, right? And most of us have very weakened posterior. Why? Because of our lifestyle. We spend a lot of time sitting. We sit a lot, we recline a lot, But if you think about the position our body is in, a good majority of the time anymore is like this. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, the position is usually like this. Our shoulders are stooped, or like this, and our head is forward, and we're looking at a phone, we're looking at the TV, we're driving, and that is creating very weakened posterior, plus we're in a seated position, very weakened, stretched out posterior muscles, and a very kind of curved in tight anterior. That is a whole different monkey and a whole different zoo, but it is so bad. It is so bad for our skeleton, so bad for us. I believe for every inch your head is forward, it adds like 20 pounds of pressure onto your neck. And I promise you, we're all having complications in our backs and our necks from this. Everything is forward, stooped, leaned in. Look at that. And that's terrible for us. So we have to, and I think even above some of the more push-ups, which is sort of agonist-antagonist, but push-up, plank, although that does engage many muscles, all of our muscles practically. Squats, our posture, our posterior is one of the most neglected areas of our body. I mean, we all work on our mirror muscles, the things we can see, but it's extraordinarily important to make sure that we're compensating on our backs, on our glutes. If we have weakness, there's so many things wrong with our posture, it's not even funny, and it's causing problems in our skeleton. One of the things I like to do, as far as body weight stuff, is the bridge. And the reason why is because you engage so many muscles, it contracts all of those, and you will feel it. If you do this, you'll feel all those muscles waking up. And the one way to do it is to hip width apart, and then you lift your glutes and you engage all those muscles, your hamstring, your glutes, your lumbar, your upper back, your shoulder blades, and you get a real good stretch and hold. That feels amazing, it really does. And then you can also do it for reps. And you can even do it for balance. Right? And it will engage all those little muscles that get neglected. And then what I call Superman, I don't know, I forget what it's called in yoga, but this one, maybe it's called the bow, I don't know. And you could do this for reps, for holds, different leg position, different arm position. And it will just engage all of those muscles. And it feels amazing. Then of course, stretching is important. We're not going to go into that with this video, but you get my point. So yeah. Now, how I do this, what about reps? What about the time that it takes? Everybody's busy. Everybody's tired. But how I like to do it, and I will set a goal, say a specific number, say 100, because that's typically kind of where I start. 100. I'm going to do 100 push-ups today. I'm going to do 100 squats. I'm going to do, 10 minutes of plank altogether. I don't just blast them out right away, although I could at least do, 50 push-ups, and I could probably blast out 100 squats or whatever, or do 5 minutes of plank. But what I like to do, get up in the morning, say, drink my coffee, and the second that my goal comes into my mind, I will do 10 push-ups. If it's squats, or if it's both, then I'll do 10 squats. And I go on with my day. But every single time it pops into my head, I do 10 minimum. Now, if it's push-up and you get tired, you can always do on your knees or even from the hips. Squats, I mean, you could set a goal for 5 at a time and just do 5 every so often. And I guarantee it that you're going to, by the end of the day, have met your goal. And it's going to feel great. And you'll progress very quickly. But that's kind of how I do it. I don't do it all at once and be like, oh, I'm dying. Just every time you think of it, do a few. And that is that simple. It is really that simple. And when you break it up into those manageable pieces and you get to your goal, you'll start to see, you know what, maybe the next time I'll do 15 push-ups, or, you know, I'll do 30 squats instead of 10. Let me mix it up and set my goal a little higher. And you will be surprised at how quickly you progress. And that's how I roll. I challenge myself like that. All the time. I mean, it's pretty typical for me to say, you know what, instead of doing 10 push-ups, I'm going to do 20. That's 5 sets of 20. And by the time I reach 100, I'm like, well, maybe I'll do 2 more sets. You know, that's 140. And you can progress very quickly. Again, that's what I already said that. But anyway, so this is a really long video, but I hope it made sense and I hope you enjoyed. And I'm just gonna post it. Okay, so all the loves, and I hope you enjoy. And I'm sorry it's late. The other one was corrupted, and I didn't know I was supposed to post, and it didn't. Something on my end. So I re-recorded, and here it is. So all the loves, and let me know if you have any questions or comments or screw yous, you know? All right, all the loves. Bye.